Let's move on to a friend of the show, Mini, who's also underwent a roster change recently. He's moved to ZETA Division as a coach advisor, which I did not see this one coming. So now Sliggy, after ranting and raving about ZETA Division's coaches for like 2 years, although Sliggy is a fan of XQQ, now Sliggy has, I think, puppeteered this entire thing and has now got XQQ and Mini, two Sliggy-approved Slug Club coaches, right into ZETA Division to power them forwards.
I'm biased, but this kind of cooks, no?
Oh, this absolutely
This kind of cooks. Off the basis of ZETA Division always struggling when it comes to the coaching, and now they just have a clear direction to follow. You have a tried and tested coach who's earned stuff in the past, and he's building you a game plan, and all you have to do is stick to it. That's all you have to do. It's going to simplify the process for them, because it feels like, even though it shouldn't have been the case, ZETA Division throughout the years has felt like they just have a permanent brain fog across every member of that org. And they can't peer past the fog, and they don't understand. They're like, what the fuck do we do? What do we run? How do we play Valorant? What is this game? We've never seen this game before. And then they're trying to, like, they're wandering around like it's Silent Hill. The fucking eerie music is playing in the back. And they're like they got the tank controls going on. They're bumbling into walls and shit. And ZETA Division, finally, they've been given somebody who can actually see. There's no fog. They know they're gonna know how to play the game. In the nicest way possible. They haven't been playing the game.
Is there a roster full set?
I don't know.
They're still looking for a fifth, right? In Honey Bunny, and Absol's not a guarantee, but he was. I like Ace. If they pick up Ace from that tournament as well that was happening in Red Bull Homeground,
Ace was really
and
good.
Get Mini in the business with, like, because yeah, you're right, Bren. Mini can see now, doesn't have the Resident Evil doll controls. What's in his inventory? He's got to fight the super nemesis monster guy, right? Like, what is he going to use to fight? Because right now, I'm not looking at pistols and stuff. I'm looking at maybe some 2x4s and some nails on a bat. Like, I need
That's fine. You can work with that.
But this is the thing, Shayo. If this team is good somehow, but if you just believe in the power of friendship and Japanese viewership, if this team is good, Mini is going to cement himself as the GOAT. Like he's taken. Okay, you can win with FNATIC. Okay, you can win with PaperRex. Yeah, sure, whatever. If you can win with ZETA Division, this is God's greatest challenge.
He's just like upping the difficulty as he goes.
Yeah, favorite food, pizza.
No, dude, this is so funny. This like profile.
Hobbies other than games, movies. I've been watching a lot of Japanese movies lately.
It's
films.
really
recently funny. Lots of Japanese films. No, guys, I swear, I've been learning Japanese. I swear. Wait, what did he say at the end?
Dude, the one that I found funny is that the caption is not written by him, right? And it says, his name is Mini, his brain is big. I don't need words for him. Now, my translation said, he needs no words, which I thought was just...
Oh, this has been Google translated.
Yes, yeah.
That makes a lot more sense now as to what I was reading.
My Google translation says he needs no words, and I was like, well, that's going to help him a lot when he doesn't speak Japanese.
Just telepathically communicate to the players.
But the paragraph above his face as well says that he's joining not just to help the tactical stuff, but also to try to like improve the infrastructure of the team too. So like in terms of how you coach, how you run your scrims, how you scout, how that kind of stuff. So I think he's got a lot of good advice to give in those kind of departments that people often don't tap into because they just want him for his tactics. But yeah, ZETA seems like they could learn a lot from that as well, because dude, the Japanese teams have a lot of money to be able to work with. Apparently, they have a lot of fan base and like players in tier 2 and ability to pull in other people from Korea potentially as well. So I don't think the problem is with the resources that they have at their disposal. It's how they're using them,
which
the Mini should help.
Get rid of the fog.
That means that they probably have they'll use his like teachings to maybe get those last 2 players, and they might be like really, really good pickups that fit well.
Maybe. I'd be surprised if they don't have a roster in mind already, though. Yeah, at the end of this episode, we're going to be recommending some players.
Well, all right,
for now.
Right now.
Ace,
I already said Ace.
Sign Ace, please.
Ace.
I need to see him in VCT. The
really
guy's
good.
a fucking legend, bro. Dropping 40s. Like, what?
He
In
was
BO1s,
phenomenally talented in those games that we watched at Red Bull Homeground. The skill was ridiculous.
Yeah.
But it means that we've got another Japanese organization in Pacific. So I mean, maybe this is the reason that Riot weren't as determined to get another Japanese org to take the slot for Talon or something. I don't know. But VARREL has acquired SLT Seongnam. Maybe it's one of those weird scenarios where
Is that their
Seongnam wasn't
logo?
allowed to.
Yeah.
Which one? The
They
V?
just copied ZETA Division. Like, let's
That's
just
really
copy their font
strange,
and just
isn't it?
do a V in
No, so
ZETA
what you
style.
don't see is that there's a little curvature on that top line
cheers
right
for that.
there.
Cheers
That
for
changes a lot of
Actually, you're
things.
right. Actually, I'm blind and I didn't see that. You're right.
Yeah, and the
I played
spacing between the
I play for
triangle and
ZETA
the
Division.
main
I actually can't see. I'm waiting for Mini to tell me there's a little curve there.
Unfortunately, to counter your point, the ZETA Division have like little curves that.
Oh no!
Yeah, I'll bring up the
Oh,
logos.
shit.
It's kind of brutal.
A point with VARREL though, they've got a Pokemon Unite team. They're saucing in Overwatch a little bit as well. And like I think tier 2, I'm not sure. The ZETA logo is opposite. Wait, what are we talking about? Go back.
Yeah,
What?
there's some curves
That's
there,
not
man.
even no, but it's not curvature to mainline ship. Like that's the ship and that's the emergency pod. You got two thin lines that look like a crossing in a highway, and then two like Pong dome spheres at the top sides. It's completely different logos. What are you talking about?
I mean, it's
No, but they flipped it.
You're
They
getting
flipped
mocked.
it, though. It's a different character. Flip the slash. It's a backslash.
It doesn't matter though. It does. Yeah, because it's a V. It needs to spell a V. It can't just be random fucking lines.
It's thick, man. I see thick and thin. That's what I'm saying. There's a difference.
No, I guess it's fine actually.
Yeah,
I was
they
just
got-
thinking,
they got-
I was
they
thinking
got
about
money.
a team that competes in the Korean league being picked up by an org from a different country, but then they've already qualified for it. So
and the entire scenario is going to be different for next year.
yeah, it's going to be
Like
so different for next year. So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
It's a weird one. I mean, I'd love to see more like proper reporting about whether there was a large amount of money that changed hands based on the, because in theory you're not supposed to sell the spots, right?
Yeah.
But in reality,
In
like
theory.
when this kind of stuff happens, presumably some of that value is actually factored in, because how could it not be? Yeah, and like you're also not supposed to have kind of, Riot has rules about governments owning stuff, but Seongnam I think was just a sponsor, so that shouldn't have mattered. I don't know. This is the kind of story that means nothing without more detailed reporting, though. I think
Yeah,
it's just
I'm on it.
all
I
right.
feel like the
cool.
rules are kind of wishy-washy in Pacific.
Mm.
They just
They're
kind of
just
bend them a
vibes-based.
little bit. It's almost vibes based. They're just like, as long as the league runs, that's the only thing they're concerned about. And like they're willing to kind of look the other way to some stuff. Like, yeah, okay, that's a bit odd. Never mind.
I mean, G2 did buy the guard, so it happened in America.
but that had to be. You remember the whole uproar around that?
yeah, of course.
That,
But it
the
ended
entire
up with
community
G2
had to
buying
be
the
up in
guard.
arms, and we had to get Leo involved to.
Dude, can you imagine if they hadn't, though? There would have been one less team
Yeah.
still in America.
Yeah, it would have been so.
No, they
silly.
would
It
have
was a
promoted
world-
2 teams the next year.
Oh,
Like
well,
an
maybe,
11-team format.
We did have an 11-team
but
format
weirdest
anyway.
Decision.
Yeah, but America's would have been on 11 teams, while every other region's on 12. was what was going to happen, which would have been just awful in terms of. I mean, you're trying to have parity across your leagues. Yeah,
The formats would have been insane.
the formats would have been ridiculous.